Because when I get a call from any platform, I trust me to the best of my ability. I take it as seva. I take it as seva. I very rarely, if I'm not able to make it for whatever reason, I then fold my hands and apologize and tell them, do let me know when next it is possible, and I make sure that I'm able to offer, because it is a seva. जैसे गुरुजी कहते थे कि सत्संग सुनाना और सत्संग सुनना दोनों को ब्लेसिंग मिलती है, दोनों. और सत्संग, this I want to just add my one penny bit. Satsang sunna without camera on is, I don't know how to define it. You will yourself feel the difference, Pyari Sangat Ji. Nothing more. You will yourself feel the difference. Anyway, without much ado, Jai Guruji Maharaj. Thank you, Alka Aunty, for giving me yet another opportunity to share my satsang on this platform. Thank you. Jai Guruji. See, my journey started with Guruji over 23 years back. And that was a time when I was not well. I was in a very bad shape. I could not speak. I had consulted already ENT specialists. And most of them, rather all of them, said surgery is a must. So when a doctor says surgery is a must, then you have very little choice till the time you are not in Guruji's Sharan. Because till that time, I was not lucky enough to be in his Sharan. Otherwise, if I look back, I still feel it wouldn't have been possible to get under the knife and get the surgery done. Guruji would have blessed me for sure, like he has blessed hundreds and millions of others. So, Sangat Ji, the surgery happened, and I stay in Delhi. The surgery happened at Sir Gangaram Hospital, and thereafter, as per the procedure of medical science, whatever surgery piece is taken out, that is sent for histopathology findings. So when it was sent to his for that, and for about a week or so they take, the result, when it came, my life came to a grinding halt. Why so? Because it confirmed malignancy. And Pyari Sangat Ji, I don't smoke, I don't chew tobacco, I don't drink, but it happened. Why it happened is one question which still is unanswered, but it happened. On the third day of my surgery, when I was still in the hospital and my wife was, in tears, so a friend of mine called and said, "Why you worry? I will take Achal to Guruji, my Guruji." So till that time I was not, because my mind stopped working. Because when this thing hits you, your main thing is, what next? I had 2 young daughters, dependent parents, young, we all were young. So what do we do? What next? कुछ आगे दिख ही नहीं रहा था, सब अंधेरा हो गया. Till the time I went with my friend to Guruji to seek his blessings. And mind you, Guruji अपने दरबार में उसी को एंट्री देते हैं जिसको वो चाहें. Otherwise, you keep trying, there will be some excuse or the other. Oh, there was a meeting. Oh, I got delayed. Or whatever reason, multiple reasons will keep flowing in, and we will not be able to make it to Guruji Mandir now. So, Guruji's Pariksha started as we started from home. It was raining like any business, and there was thunderstorm. Doctors had told me that my treatment had, was to begin. They said, don't wet your throat. And it was raining. Full speed wipers were also not working. So everyone we were staying in a joint family. Everyone in the family said, don't go today. Why you are going today? Because since I was on voice rest, I had a writing pad and a pen in my hand, and I said, no, we'll go today only. So we started, and उस वक्त घर में सिर्फ एक मोबाइल फोन होता था. I say 23-24 years back. So that I carried. I said, in case of any emergency, at least wife will be able to speak to someone. So as we, started from home and we reached halfway, trust me, Sangat Ji, looks like I passed my exam. Guruji's blessing started from there itself. It was a clear path, no rain, no thunderstorm, nothing of that sort. And the roads which I cleared, I had driven up to that point. There were trees which were fallen on the road, and there were a lot of other obstacles and route which were there, but we kept moving. So what does it show? Guruji ne pariksha start kar di thi. Had one that determination or that sense of what you call surrendering completely was not there right from the day one, I would have taken a U-turn and gone back home. But I continued. I said, "Nahi, money, because I could not speak. I kept thinking about it, and I was driving, and we were moving ahead." So midway, my friend was to meet. We started. I followed that car, and we kept asking, "What? Kya karna hai? Kuch chढ़ाना है, फूल चढ़ाना है." She said, "Nothing. Just follow me." हम वहाँ पहुँचे. छोटे मंदिर में, for those of you who have been there are 4 steps, and then you turn right. जहाँ गुरुजी का स्थान अभी भी है. And over there, as we turned and we walked towards Guruji and bowed down, Guruji was just looking at me. I bowed down and I got up. My wife was just weeping and crying. And there was no, stopping as far as she was concerned. Guruji immediately said, "Roni kyun hai? Ja tere husband nu 50% take karta." Now, Sangat Ji, it's very difficult to believe that, and trust me, I never knew anything about it. And it was just that one call came and I said, yes. So she said, okay. Hard to believe, but we said, okay. And कहते ऐसे बैठ जा. So अपने पास में हमें बैठा लिया. And in a while, I was just, settling myself. In a while, Chai Prasad came and it was offered to me. I was reluctant. I did not know the value of Chai Prasad at that point of time. I virtually had said, no, thank you. Why? Because my doctors advised no hot beverage. No hot beverage. Koi nahi lena hai. So in the meantime, since I was sitting very close to Guruji, there was an eye contact and he said, Lala. So obviously, with my hand shaking, because I'm not supposed to have that, I picked up the glass. So did my wife. So, I took a while before I could take a sip of that because I was wondering what will happen to my throat. I'm not supposed to take any of this thing. What will I do? So in the meantime, he again said, like, Nanda kyun nahi? So I took first sip of tea and I didn't know what happened to me. I closed my eyes and I was just wondering what is happening to me. So time passed by and Sangat came, he was settling down, and little I knew in the meantime that was a time when langar would be served. Mats were being drawn up and we were told to sit one opposite the other, and langar started coming. Now that was another cause of concern. What do I do now? I'm supposed to have only boiled food. I'm supposed to have no oil, not supposed to have any kind of oil. Chili question doesn't rise. And Pyari Sangat Ji, Guruji's favorite chili chutney, that was part of that. So I was wondering, what do I do next? Do I take it? Do I not? So again, orders from Guruji Maharaj came and I accepted the thali and kept in front of me. I thought I'll just have chapati prasad and be done with. But he was looking in the plate, thali. He was looking there and he said, have everything. He made me eat all those things which doctors had told me not to be away from that. Because every time after everything, Chai Prasad, we got up, okay, like taking his azat, he said, langar karke jana. And then finally, after langar, when we took his ijazat, he said, apne test karake, aaye pe. So we went very out, but very scared, hope nothing goes wrong. Doctors, next day I had to go to my doctor, there is no problem. But with Guruji Maharaj's blessing, his sitting there was no problem at all. And we wrote to Sir Gangaram Hospital. Sangat Ji, for those of you who know, whenever you ask for your slides, hospital doesn't part with those slides. And you won't believe, Pyari Sangat Ji, they did not ask any questions. They gave away their 4 slides to us. We asked for just one. I said, I want my slide. They gave up because in all 5 slides were made. 1 was tested, that they had to keep for the record. And other 4 they handed over to us without any questions asked, which was unheard. So we took the slides. Then the question was, what do we do with these slides? Guruji ne kaha test karao. So we said we will have 2 distinct opinions. We sent 2 to AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Science in Delhi, and 2 we sent to Mumbai at Tata Institute. So this process takes about a week or so. After 1 week, when the results came, by the way, till that time we did not go again to Chote Mandir because itni na samajhte itne कि गुरुजी को क्या बने? We have to go with something, with report. Otherwise, how will Guruji get to know? ये नहीं मालूम गुरुजी अंतर्यामी हैं, महाशिव हैं, उनको सब मालूम है. And we, like fools, we did for 1 week. We did not go to Chote Mandir. Waited for the reports, and then we charged towards Empire State, and we said, now we will go and share the report. And I carried the reports with me. I'll show to Guruji. See, Guruji, this is what the report is. We went there. We entered. As we bowed down near Guruji, it was there used to be a very typical smile on his face. And he said, "Kyun? Doctors confused ho gaye?" Nothing, no other word. Kyun? Doctors confused ho gaye? And that was precisely the case. Reports from both AIIMS and Tata Institute, the results were, nothing is there, I'm fine. That's Guruji's meher. That's Guruji's meher. When he said, जा तेरे husband को 50% ठीक कर दे. When the results came, and he knew about it, what the results would come. That's why maybe he asked me to get the test done again. Maybe there was something wrong in the initial test. So, Pyari Sangat Ji, all this meher, all this blessing comes only and only when you completely surrender. I might be sounding very repetitive because every Sangha who is given an opportunity to share his or her satsang would say, first step of getting in Guruji Sharan is to surrender completely. In his darbar, no logic works. When you take off your shoes, chappals, sandals, whatever, leave all your ifs and buts there. Guruji's science works. So, Pyari Sangat Ji, then the question was, what do we do next? Should we go ahead with our line of treatment, which doctors had asked that proper treatment should be done? Since in one of the slides that confirmation is there. So I used to write. I wrote. I said, whatever Guruji says, we'll do that. So we asked Guruji, Guruji, what do we do next? Tu ja apna ilaj kara, tenu kuch nahi hoega. Aur daftar ja. Can you believe it, Sangat Ji? I got the treatment done. I used to drive up to the hospital myself. After treatment, I used to go straight to my office, attend my office, and all parameters were above average. Means if now on a regular day you get your tests done, there would be certain dip in some point, something or the other. There was no loss of appetite. There was no vomiting sensation. There was nothing. I was leading my life like a normal human being. That's Guruji's meher. All he asked me was to get a copper jug, which he blessed. In the night when you go off to sleep, fill it. Next day morning, pick up that jug, have half of it, other half, put it in the bucket and take bath. And Pyari Sangat Ji, till date, I am following that regime. Whether I am traveling or I am at home, this with Guruji's meher has never broken. Not even for a single day. You see, another thing related to this copper jug business. When I travel, invariably it is a hand baggage. I would like to share another satsang related to this. So it goes into the X-ray at the airport. They see there is a metal object there. Not once anybody had stopped me. And I see on my left, my right, other passengers, even a pen, if it is there, ye kya hai? Kholo, dikhao, this, that. Not once. Only once I remember, that was in US when I was landing there, and they were extremely particular, and they said, what is this? And you know what I told? I said, this is a blessed jug from my guru. Oh, you have a guru? I said, yes, I have a guru. So that's about all. Nothing beyond this. That's all meher. See, come to think of it, it's such a long journey where each family member has been blessed by Guruji. Satsang sunane baithu to I can go on and on. But I'll then share two more satsangs. And they are all recent. Both of them are recent. We were blessed with our grandchild. और हमने सोचा चलो बच्चे को, this was in the month of June, Golden Temple में जाके मत्था टिका दे. So we planned for that. But back of our mind, there was always one thing which said, itni heat. And you know, in Amritsar, If in Delhi it is 40, 41, in Amritsar it will be 45, easily. So he said, how will that be done? So anyway, we reached, it was a 3-day plan which kids had made, and we reached Amritsar, checked in the hotel. He said, we'll go in the evening when relatively the weather is little better. So around 7 o'clock or so, we left our hotel and reached Golden Temple. And what do we see? Such a long queue. Such a long queue. We said, "Bachche ka kya kare?" She's not even turned 1 as yet, and we have brought her. And you know, every time, sorry, one thing I must tell you, before we even started our journey, and when in the planning stage, questions were asked. What will happen? Line बहुत लंबी होती है. वहाँ क्या? I said, don't worry. गुरुजी है ना, अपने आप दर्शन कर. My answer was only this all along. And again, booking हो गया. Then we started. माथा टेक के हम गए गुरुजी. We reached Golden Temple. We reached Golden Temple to find a huge line. And that line, for those of you who have been to Golden Temple, it started from the entrance, went round and reached up to the Sarovar. That's where, you know, the pious places where one takes a dip. So we reached there and everybody is staring at me. See this? We told you. And you said, I said, don't worry. Guruji ka jaap karo. So we were mani man mein, we were doing that. In a while, we never knew somebody was staring at us, somebody was looking at us, that we are so concerned with kindred in our hand. What do? So, a Sardarji dressed up in grey, light grey, salwar kameez, he came up to me and without uttering a word, which I later on realized that he was deaf and dumb. Without uttering a word, just like this. Means you want to come here? You have come here for darshan? I said yes. Hanji. So I showed, you know, my grandchild. I said, "Bacha chota." He said, "Don't worry." He took us aside from that two different lanes which were there, and he asked us to stand in front of the barricade, which had no one there. So we stood there. He said like this, "Kiruko," and then he went far off. But there was an eye contact between him and me. So we 5 minutes ho gaya, 10 minutes ho gaya, and slowly and steadily the other 2 lanes are moving. My doctor said, "Papa, what are we doing? At least that lane is moving. Here there is nobody. What will we do? Let one of us at least stand there." I said, "No. If he has come, he will make it happen." और मन ही मन में संगत जी गुरुजी का था, गुरुजी महाराज दर्शन अच्छे कराते हैं. Om Namah Shivaya. We are standing in Golden Temple or Guruji ka, you know, path chal raha hai. In a while, we find somebody out of the blue coming, pulling the barricade like this up, and told us to move ahead. We were amazed. We crossed more than half of the, you know, passage, and were almost near the Darbar, with not even a single person ahead of us till that time. When we reached there, whatever 20 or 30 Sangatil was there ahead of us, he used to tap. He first, you know, held my hand tight. He said, "Come with me," without, of course, in his own language. And he used to tap the person ahead of him and said, We all moved aside and we were kept moving ahead. Pyari Sangat Ji, it is easier said than actually going through that. We said, what is happening? How come we are just going through all the hurdles and everyone is being asked to move away and we are just going ahead smoothly. And एक एंड में एक वो सिंगल वो बैरिकेड डंडा सा होता है जहाँ पे दो सेवादार ब्लू ड्रेस में जो एक्चुअल जो सेवादार होते हैं वो वहां खड़े होते हैं. Till that point he made us stand, and we, mind you, we were 8 of us, not 1, not 2, 8 of us, we all following. He was still not satisfied. God knows what he told that sevadar. He lifted that stick, that danda, little bit, and he asked us to move ahead. Now we were almost at the entrance. He said, then there is a small space where nobody is allowed to stand even for a single minute. He made us sit there and he said, "Baith ke path karo." He made us sit there. And we are just saying, "Jai Guruji, Jai Guruji, Jai Guruji, Jai Guruji." We have reached just outside the Darbar main hall, and he's asking us to sit and pray there. He said, now what happened? That was not moved, so nobody behind us. The Sangat in front of us is getting cleared slowly and steadily. And as we realize that entire passage is clear, he comes and pats on my back and says, "Andar chalo." Not even a single soul in front of us, behind us. Only 8 of us. We are there in Golden Temple, main Darbar Hall, and Matha Teka. ये कौन करा सकता है? सिर्फ और सिर्फ गुरुजी. Now the satsang doesn't end here. I just wanted to give a reassurance of Guruji Maharaj. What happens then? Matha Teka, grandchild was given proper, prasad there, and we move out. As we move out, the grandchild was there. He said, "नहीं, इनको ऊपर लेके जाओ." ऊपर लेके गए, मत्था टिकाया. Then he kept moving. Prasad liya, and then he folded his hands and he disappeared. I said, before he was about to leave, I asked in his best of my language that I became greedy, very frankly. I said, tomorrow, because next day happened to be my birthday. I said, and I showed my watch and I said, kal subah, and then I did. वहाँ पे क्या होता है, एक सेवा होती है. जब क्या कहते हैं, दरबार साहिब में एंटर करने के लिए उनको लेके आते हैं, उनका प्रॉपर एक सेवा होता है 4 o'clock in the morning, and अमृत वेला कहते हैं उसको, and they bring Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji into the main hall. So that is a big seva. So I asked him. He said, in his own way, like this he did. कि 4 बजे सवेरे, मैं कहा phone number, कहता I don't keep phone. He did like this. I said, okay. Then I said, where do I find you? I tried to explain to him. He said, then showed me the stairs from where they will be bringing down. कहते like either come here and meet me. So we got up, ready. 4 o'clock sharp in the morning, we were back in Golden Temple. We asked kids, कहते हमारे तो कल इतने अच्छे दर्शन हो गए. We are very happy. We don't want to undo that experience, that divine experience. You people. So fine. So both of us, both me and my wife, we were there at 4 o'clock. Now, first thing, obviously, was, where is that Sadaji? So I was looking around, I couldn't find him. Then I asked that Sevadar at the entrance of the main hall. I asked him, I said, "Ji, I think Sadaji sige, unhone kal sade darshan karaye sige." And he, in his own way, said, "Unhone a dress pai si, neeli wala, which is actually Sevadar hai." मैं कहा नहीं जी, उन्होंने ग्रे सलवार सी और ग्रे शर्ट सी. उसने हाथ जोड़ा सेवादार ने और कहा, वो सेवादार नहीं है जी, कोई गुरु दा प्यारा है जरा आया सी तुहानू दर्शन करा दिया. Can you believe it? I said, नहीं, पर उन्होंने कहा था कि वो सानू इत्थे मिलणगे. No, I'm still trying to argue with him, find out. He said, तुहानू क्या है ना, ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਸੀ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾ ਗਿਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੱਕੀ ਹੋ। Immediately I said, Jai Guruji, and just totally dejected. Ki if I get him, I'll touch his feet at least. You know, ki at least I've got darshan of Guru Maharaj in some form or the other. But no, I couldn't locate him. We were there for all 3 days. All 3 days, morning, afternoon, evening, we went back. कि शायद दर्शन हो जाए. We couldn't find him. ये कौन करा सकता है? कौन करा सकता है? प्यारी संगत जी, it is a divine satsang. I'm telling you, not because I'm sharing. This actually I've gone through it. Still I'm getting my goosebumps while sharing this satsang with you. So, coming back to where we started, अगर हम सब लोग गुरु महाराज के साथ जुड़े हैं, तो it should be with total surrender, no ifs and buts, no ifs and buts. Guruji never stopped anyone from going to any temple, any masjid, any church. से नहीं जाया करो, ऐसे आंदे रहे. I have heard it with my own ears. He never stopped. Never stop. We are very lucky. We are very, very lucky. We are in Guruji's Sharan. Guruji is around. Guruji is around. He is blessing each one of us. Why? Why I request Pyari Sangat Ji to open your video cameras. You never know kis roop mein darshan ho jaye. But others feel that I'm maybe gone mad. I keep saying, okay, open the window. That's not the case, Pyari Sangat Ji. It is just that. And more so after my Golden Temple visit. I humbly request everyone to open the window. Because I don't know. Maybe I'll go off to sleep, and I'll say, oh, that window was Guruji's darshan. So, this is what exactly I have to share, and only request that have full faith. Full faith. Guruji's, whatever your problems, whatever your experiences are, share with Guruji's Swaroop. You will get answers. You will get answers. I will share one more. I know in certain part of the globe, I'm delaying you from your sleep. So I'll not hold you back. Others have to rush to the offices in India. But I will share one last before I take ijazat. This was on very recent, same month, September 25th. हमने एक छोटा सा सत्संग अपने घर में रखा. और एक्चुअली जब आप संगत को बुलाओगे तो इसको भी बुला लो, इसको बुला लो. As a result, the numbers kept multiplying. And for those of you who were in Delhi around that time, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, it was raining. There were floods in Gurgaon. There was havoc on the roads. And sewer system, you know how it is in Delhi. It was in a very bad shape. In the meantime, there was a questions which were raised by my family members कि क्या करें अब सत्संग में कौन आएगा इतने में. Everybody will say, why take risk? We are going. हम कहीं stuck ना हो जाए traffic में, सड़क पे. I said, don't worry. Guruji आ रहे हैं. Guruji bless करेंगे. Guruji will make his own, way of ensuring that Sangha, whom Guruji loves the most. I want to give emphasis on this. Guruji loves his Sangha very much. So he said, I said, don't worry. Guruji will take care. Guruji will do something to make things convenient for his Pyari Sangha. Arrangements are being made, whatever little, but arrangements are being made. Everything is happening. but lot of fear back of the mind. कि क्या होगा, कैसे आएगी प्यारी संगत. I said, don't worry. Pyari Sangat Ji, 25th morning, we get up, and what do we see? Bright sunshine. And weather report said yellow alert in Delhi. There will be thunderstorm, rain, and continuous non-stop rain. And what do we see when we get up in the morning? Bright sunshine. See, Guruji Mandir, when you go, you will experience it. And we have been going for so many years, first to Chote Mandir, then to Bade Mandir. We have been experiencing it. It was nothing new for us. But after all, we are human beings. That mind always works on the negative things first. Barsat aa jayegi, nobody will turn up. What will happen? I said, everyone will come. We started getting calls. We have a house guest. Can we get him? Can we get her? I said, yeah, sure. Guruji ka darbar. Let's seek blessings. There were, what do I say? 10 extra Sangha, 10 to 15 extra Sangha from those we had invited. And everybody enjoyed every bit of it. Guruji Maharaj was so kind, he blessed everyone. Why I gave example of Mandir was, many a times we have seen it was raining and that kind of severe, bad weather which is there. And we are still, I said, aaj Guruji ke zarur jana hai, darshan ke liye. We are driving towards Bade Mandir. As we reach closer to the Mandir area, you will find weathers getting clear, just clouds going away, and clear passages. Very rarely, drizzling we found happening when we have gone in Bade Mandir. Very rare. Guruji blesses. Guruji blesses, and it is just that you have to have full faith in it. Now, before I take ijazat, in case anyone, especially those, preference will be given those who have kept their windows open. If they want to ask me anything, to the best of my ability, with Guruji's meher, I will try and answer them. If there are no questions, then kindly give me ijazat.